Losing a child is a parent's worst nightmare, but losing a child to a fentanyl overdose is a growing crisis here in Central Texas and all across the country. According to the Hays County Sheriff's Office, 37 people either overdosed or died as a result of fentanyl poisoning in 2022. Now, the parents of one of those victims are on a mission to raise awareness about the dangers of fentanyl, so no other family has to go through what they did.
So he was wonderful.
Remembering Connor.
He was just outgoing and he had a great smile and he was funny and I miss him.
Is bittersweet for Lisa Keltner.
Losing a child is like nothing else. I didn't get to say goodbye, so.
It has been a little over a year since she lost her son, Connor Pearson.
It's been hard.
Lisa can't forget the moment she found out.
I was actually at my nail appointment on a Monday at 5 o'clock.
When she got a call from her mother.
I just wanted to let you know that Connor's gone. He's dead. And I was like, okay. So I was just sitting there in shock.
Last July, 24-year-old Connor died from fentanyl poisoning at his home in Hays County.
He got these pills that he thought was Xanax. He had a problem with Xanax, and they happened to be fentanyl pills.
Since then, Lisa has changed careers so she can help others battling addiction. A few months ago, Lisa and her husband Lance started a foundation called Connor's Heart.
Nobody thinks anything's going to kill them when they're in their 20s.
The goal of Connor's Heart is to save lives by talking about the dangers of fentanyl, dispelling misconceptions, and raising money for treatment and testing kits.
We're facing a drug epidemic beyond anything we've ever seen before, and this drug is being put into everything.
Not today, it's not the same.
Released this week, the latest song from Lance's band, Lance Keltner and Nuevo Retro, honors Connor and all the lives lost to fentanyl poisoning. All right, now, according to the Texas Department of State Health Services, fentanyl poisoning-related deaths have increased every year since 2018. You can see on your screen there, from 212 deaths in 2018 to an all-time high of 2,161 in 2022. As of June 29th, 540 Texans have died from fentanyl poisonings so far this year. Now, Lisa and Lance Keltner joins us now. Thank you so much for your time and being here and sharing your story. I want to start with you, Lisa. Raising money for Connor's Heart is just as important as raising awareness. What is this money being used for?
So we have partnered with a group here in Austin called Recovery ATX, and they are, I know several people involved with the organization, and they're amazing. And they are out doing all the hard work, helping people, save lives. And so I felt very comfortable donating money to them so they can get out there and do the hard work. And the goal is to keep the funds in the community where we're doing the shows. So that's who we're working with. And they are, a pretty well-known group here. And I think that if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to Recovery ATX directly, but I'm excited about working with them on this.
Sure, and as part of this foundation's efforts, we're going to raise money through a series of benefit concerts, one that kicks off Sunday. Lance, tell us more about that. You're involved in that.
Right. So Sunday at Emo's at 7 p.m., doors are at 6. We're doing a benefit concert for Connor's Heart, starring my friend Eric Johnson. Eric's going to open the show. It's very rare that Eric plays an acoustic set. He's playing with his dear friend Roscoe Beck. And then right after them, Lance Keltner, Nuevo Retro, Vallejo, the incredible David Grissom. And there'll be a big jam at the end with Chris Whipper-Layton from Stevie Ray's band and Guy Forsyth and our dear friend Johnny Gowdy.
So a few big names there.
It's going to be a little bit Austin music, yeah.
And how did this idea come together of using your background as an accomplished songwriter and guitarist?
Well, the running joke is I am by far the least famous of all my friends. and I just decided that we were losing so many young people in this country to this epidemic that I would call on all of my friends, and many of them very well-known friends, to put shows on around the country. And we would use the money at each of these shows to help that city. So as an example, all the money raised on Sunday evening will go to help Recovery ATX get test kits, Narcan, educate people in the Austin area. And then we play at City Winery in New York City on October 21st with a whole different lineup, that money will go to New York.
Okay, and that's great. And since you guys started Connor's Heart just a few months ago, what have you heard, Lisa, from your friends and from strangers, how you sharing your story has helped them?
Actually, it's been unbelievable how many people have come to me to say how much I've helped them, whether they lost their child 5 years ago or were an addict themselves, and just hearing this story has helped them tremendously. I still have people that have lost their children to this that don't want to talk about it, but I'm hoping that by talking about it, which is not easy, that I can help more people be able to heal and at least address it, because we have to educate our children and our loved ones about this. And so I just feel like this is the way to do it. And with my connections in the recovery world and his connections in the entertainment, music world, I figure, why can't we do this? We can. It's been great. And everyone's been so amazing and welcoming, and everybody wants to be involved, and I think it's fantastic.
No, and thank you again. We know how hard this is for us, for you guys, so thank you for coming on our show to discuss it.
Absolutely.
It's such an important topic. Again, that kickoff benefit concert is this Sunday at Emo's off of Riverside. Doors open at 6. The show starts at 7. You can find ticket information at connorsheart.org.